Good morning. Happy Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Because it is what it is, the day before July 4th, Independence Day. Your friendly neighborhood conservative ex-con here with as much energy as I have every single morning. Whatever. This is fun. So I enjoy doing this. This kind of brings up, this is better than coffee. Just saying. Anyway, title of the show, Ice, 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 baby. Nothing to do with the song. Everything to do with current events. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show. Because as I always say, a shit show it is. Because it is what it is. And has been and won't stop. As we know, they're doing the Congress. I think a little while ago when I was updating myself on what's going on, the progress, Mr. Hakeem Jeffries, piece of shit Democrat, was speaking, and I cannot stand his voice, so I couldn't keep up. I just couldn't. But anyway, let's see what happens. I know there's some bullshit in the bill, but it's politics, right? Whatever, man. Let's see what happens. Anyway, breaking news. This is not the place. This is my channel's a little different than most that are out there. You know, I share other conservative channels, funny shit, making fun of the democraps. Always links in the description. Give you my 2 cents because that's what it's worth with nobody watching me. Whatever. Anyway, and that's it. We talk about it. You know, I mean, most of the videos that are funny, because they're of the last 2 or 3 days, sometimes even longer, events, headlines, and the ridiculousness of a lot of them. Plain and simple. And I like to watch this. And since I trust their content, I never watch the videos ahead of time. I just see their newest stuff. Bam, download it and put it on here for us to enjoy together. So you'll hear me laugh in the background, maybe say a couple things. And then at the end, of course, I'll give you my commentary. As I said, I want to be different. And this is the Common Sense and Random Shit Show. So it won't just be politics. It's about common sense in everything. Life, martial arts, movies, whatever it may be. And that's what I like to do. You know, like I said, different. I want to be a little bit different. You want breaking news? There is a guy that I think I put a link in the description. DeVory Darkins. Good guy to watch. Oh, it keeps you updated on what's going on, but he doesn't force you like most of the liberal media and mainstream media does, or lamestream, as a few people say. But yeah, let's get into this. And then I got some stuff I want to talk about that may or may not be breaking. I don't know. Yesterday I showed a video from it was X. I forgot what channel it was, about some crazy shit that these libs are passing around. And then Tim Pool covered it even more in depth, because obviously Tim Pool's a lot more in-depth knowledge than me. Genius I am not. I just have common sense. But I'm kind of glad he got into it more detail, and we'll get into that after the funny shit. So, because I'm never ready. I got to find the video that I want to post because it's just hilarious. All right, check it out. Meme the left, everyone.
How about we all just say F it and let's just pack our shit up and go back home?
Threaten me with a good time.
What if millions of us stopped working, stopped spending, and stopped producing all at the same time? There's a movement brewing. It's called the People's Sick Day, and what it is a 3-day economic blackout. That means no work, no shopping, no production, just pause. 3 days where we remind the system that without us, nothing moves.
And nothing of value was lost.
Months in, look at this. George H.W. Bush 41, 46%. Bush 43, 59. You see Trump, the first term, 53. But look at this, 63%. He beats all the other Republicans on the board here. And I was looking even back since Reagan. And get this, Donald Trump beats Ronald Reagan when it comes to the strongly approved 5 months. And of course, Reagan was coming off that high after that assassination attempt.
Perfect, huh? With the flag. Gotta love it. Me in the left. I ask again. Is there a school other than most colleges? But I doubt they teach these idiots how to dye their hair. I get it. Political values, bullshit down the drain, down the toilet. No common sense. Liberal logic. It is what it is. Stupid. As I said the other day, I no longer think they're just insane. I think they're stupid to believe the shit that they hear. Yeah, anyway, I was reading the left. A lot of funny shit in there. And yeah, as far as the appearance, there are very few liberal women that are attractive. But the ones that are, when they speak, it's like shit. You might as well have diarrhea coming out your mouth because it's ridiculous. Anyway, in the left, check them out. Next one, because it's ridiculous in some of these headlines, it's Ridiculousity. Let's see. It is what it is.
And Schumer is a Palestinian as far as I'm concerned. He's a communist, and he's a pure communist. I think he admits it.
Just got off the floor. Republicans are squirming. I know damn well they haven't read the bill, so we're going to make them.
Purposes of paragraph 3. The term female means an individual who naturally has, had, will have, or would have, but for a developmental or genetic anomaly or historical accident, the reproductive system that at some point produces, transports, and utilizes eggs for fertilization. The term male means an individual who naturally has, had, will have, or would have, but for a developmental or genetic anomaly or historical accident, the reproductive system that at some point produces, transports, and utilizes sperm for fertilization.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
I can't.
Look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
You have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
How dare you?
That was awesome. That was Ketanji Jackson Brown, by the way, in her confirmation hearing. You know, the one that everyone's making fun of. There's a video that Babylon Bee put out about satire, but it's you gotta check it out. I was gonna talk about it today, but there's other stuff, being that it's dedicated to ice baby, but it's hilarious. It really is. Anyway, that's it for today with the downloaded videos. I think. Let me see. Do I have another one? No, I don't. I actually do have another one. But before I go there, I want to talk about something. Because yesterday, as I was saying, sorry, I'm looking for stuff here. Solo dolo by myself. I got to do everything. That's why sometimes you see the screen rattle, because it's me hitting. And since I'm not a little guy with 220 pounds, not all fat, but it's not all muscle either. But still, it's big. Anyway, as I was mentioning earlier, Tim Pool covered a story yesterday that I mentioned in the morning. And, you know, I'm a nobody. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of glad he got in depth more as far as the story. And it had to do with people actually believing that the Trump planes, deportation planes, are throwing people off into the ocean. And he explained more in depth as far as the body that they were finding washing offshore and more into detail. But I'm kind of glad he brought it up, because that's him. That's his thing. Covers more stuff. And I like watching Tim Pool a lot. So I'm kind of glad he covered that, a little more detail. See, I'm the kind of guy, you know, as I said, genius I am not. I haven't been around the world, you know. I got a few followers. Tim has millions. Compared to me, I'm a little ant. Grain of sand. But I'm the typical American who sees the bullshit for what it is. So I looked at it and said, yeah, I showed it and went, but F it. Because most Americans, we know it's bullshit. We know it. But I'm glad he covered it, because it's good to know the bullshit that these people believe. But there's more. This is related to that story. And I saw this yesterday and I was like, oh my poo-poo. it's just, I can't believe these people. I swear. So as I said, the breaking news, this is not the place. So this may be breaking to you. So if anybody else sees this, look into it. Tim, this is related to a story we talked about yesterday, especially what you got into. But check this out. It's just kind of interesting.
In case you don't know what's going on, a girl on TikTok came on here and said that one of her neighbors received a government contract asking them to install a bunch of incinerators at Alligator Alcatraz. They're installing incinerators at Alligator Alcatraz. Alligator Alcatraz is on indigenous land. It's like protected land. Two, there are migrants. There's people being washed ashore with shackles on. People are finding people on beaches wearing shackles. This is the level that we're at. There's another girl on TikTok who is tracking flights, government flights, or like leaving detention centers, and they are just going out into the ocean and then turning around. Just going out and turning around. The flights are not making it to their destinations. 2 + 2 does not equal 4. You understand what's going on right now. There's another guy on TikTok who said that he got pulled over by the cops. He's an American citizen. He just happened to have a Spanish last name. And they went and they looked through his information. They were like, we can't find you in any system. He's like, well, he had like several IDs because he lived in a couple of different states. He was like, well, I have this ID. I have that motorcycle ID. I have this. And then the cops were like, oh, you can thank your friends at ICE. So they're taking people, American citizens. He's white, by the way. He just had a Spanish last name. They're taking people who have American nationals who have Spanish last names, removing them from databases so that when they get pulled over by cops and people like that, they go, oh, you're not in the system. You're an illegal immigrant. You're an illegal alien. So they can detain them. Do you understand what's going on right now? In case you don't know.
Stop. I said, I don't know all the details, but if you see how the stories are related there, you can't fix stupid. Stupid. Poop caca. It's laughable. The shit. I mean, I get it. You know, you got the Nazi and the freaking Hitler and from the left liberal media. You're gonna lose your Medicaid. You know, if anyone's smart enough and does their own research, you know, DeVory Darkins was talking about this yesterday, the day before, and he got into it and he looked at it. He used Google AI and all this stuff. And, you know, the only people, let's be real, the only people that are going to lose Medicaid are people who deserve to lose it. I'm sorry. That's as simple as I can put it. And I didn't read it because I'm one of those that just love America and believe in the process of Trump and his cabinet. It's whatever, you know, do about everything else. But this right here is insane. You know, and as Tim was saying yesterday, people believe this shit. The people that believe this are the people that act, not all of them, but these are the ones that color their hair, scream like the old grandmother was losing her shit yesterday about how many people are going to die. You know, why is it always people going to die? Do they have anything else other than fear? No. Just like with COVID, they took advantage of it to control us. Listen, I'm real with you. Even though I hated Trump during all this shit, the mask and all that, because I didn't know any better, I wore a mask here and there, but I was immediately discouraged to wear a mask because at the time, even though I had the TDS, I was opening my mind to what was going on, and I watched Tucker and a few others, and I was like, yeah, and that's when, as I said, Amadeo was like, you're smarter than that, bro. You need to look shit up. And I did. And that's when I woke up, the real woke. So if that's my admission to a walkaway, even though I was never a liberal, I guess so. Check walkaway out, hashtag walkaway. A lot of good videos. I shared some yesterday. But this is effing ridiculous. Holy shit. Somebody please cover this. Tim, whoever it may be. The shit that people are spreading, because it's ridiculous. It really is just so freaking stupid. I'm trying not to swear. Oh my God. Anyway. And then there's this next video. This is the shit. Hold on a second. I got to pause this because this is, who is this? Okay. Ben Bergquam, Real America Voice, ran into some commie ICE protesters in Houston, Texas today. Had to get out and have a little fun with them. Let me know what you think about my conversation with the cops at the end. I probably won't show the end because this is long as hell. What is it, 14 minutes? But I will play a little bit of it because it's awesome. Love this shit. Watch.
That's ICE. I'm going to go talk to him. So I had to pull over here and go say hi to these retards. God bless these guys. Appreciate your service. And then you got these losers. God bless ICE. They want ICE out of Houston. God bless ICE. We want more ICE in Houston. More ICE in America. We love ICE. Deport all illegals. Yeah. What's that? You're gonna pass it through? No. This I'm using my First Amendment right, just like you guys are. What's that? You scheduled it, so you rented this sidewalk out. So this sidewalk is not. Okay. You mean like you guys trying to kill ICE, trying to dox ICE, protecting criminals and illegals? So I'm able to walk. I just can't stop. You guys can stop, but I can't. You're antagonizing. What do you mean I'm antagonizing? Please walk through. You don't have to walk through, but I do. Okay, cool. Thank you. So this is it, guys. These are the communist leftists that want ICE out of Houston. They want ICE out of Texas, but they want criminals and illegals. How many rapists?
Let's be real here. This guy's the shit. Why isn't this everywhere? Share this shit. This is awesome. Now let me keep playing and stop it.
How many murderers? How many rapists and murderers are okay? How many terrorists are okay? We've got his terrorist his little wrap around his neck here. I'm sure he loves the terrorists, Hamas terrorists in Palestine. What do you think about October 7th? Anything? We got a Mexican flag over here. So the question is, if you say Viva Mexico, why don't you Viva in Mexico? We got a lot of people saying Viva Mexico, but they don't Viva in Mexico.
Yo!
Shout out to my
Facts! Let's be real here. You're crossing illegally and representing Mexico. Go back to Mexico. It's like Reagan said in your video the other day. If you don't like what's going on in this country, get the fuck out. Sorry. I try so hard not to swear, but these lip turds don't make it easy because they're fucking idiots. God, I'm so sorry. Sorry.
My Border Patrol guys. God bless ICE. 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 Come on, everybody. Support the rule of law. Support the rule. You got a beautiful smile, by the way. Support the rule of law. So what's the problem with ICE? How many criminal illegals do you want left in America? All of them, some of them, are rapists okay? Are murderers okay? Just the illegals that haven't committed additional crimes? Are you okay with all the other illegals? The terrorists, we can keep them or get rid of them? Anything? By the way, sunscreen is supposed to be more cancer causing than just the sun. So next time. I got to smile. Come on. We got to be healthy. We got to stay healthy.
Dude, and dudettes, two genders. Let's be real here. You see, if this was switched and the guy with the camera and phone, microphone was a liberal, this would be an entirely different scene. You say I'm lying? Prove it. I can prove to you that it will be. It's out there. These people are crazy. If it was the other way around, they would be swearing, spitting, burning an American flag, calling him murderer. How many people are going to die? Talking shit about ICE, that they're the Gestapos. It would be, but guess what? We're not like that. Let's be real. Violence is always from the left. Bullshit, craziness, lunacy, insanity, and stupidity.
Both sides. Stay healthy. Okay, what's your name? I'm Ben. Okay, you don't have to tell me that. But look, we got to find some common ground. So, is there how many, like, all illegals allowed to stay? Or can we agree that rapists and murderers and terrorists, ICE can pick those people up and deport them?
I'm not engaging with you with your bad faith questions. So
I mean, it's a good faith question. Let's find common ground. You and me. I won't talk to them anymore if you talk to me.
Please move on.
I won't talk to them anymore if you talk to me. Well, I can. Are you mansplaining?
I'm not engaging with you with your bad faith questions. Please.
Well, you don't have to, but I can keep walking. But are you mansplaining to these women? We got some crazies out here. We got some crazies out here. Is he mansplaining? What's the deal?
I want you to stand over there. If you're gonna sit there and you're gonna do it, because they don't want you to agitate and get things like that. So
you mean because they're screaming like crazy people?
Yeah, well, you can stand over here. You can do it.
So this side of the street is for lawlessness, for people that don't support our sovereignty.
It's not that. It's they planned an organized event.
Okay.
That's why we're out here.
So you can organize an event blocking a sidewalk?
The city was solved.
This is a permanent event?
Correct.
Right now, this is permanent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can be right there where you guys are?
Designated if you're against it, we don't want any fighting.
Right. I won't. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not a crazy liberal. Okay, but so can I walk across this way?
It would just be better for everybody if you just went that way.
But it would be better for America if we support you guys. It's funny. Who are you? Oh, you're police. Okay, undercover. Okay. I just wasn't sure. So what's interesting is they use police when they want you guys here, but these are the same people that want to defund the police. I'll jump over here. All right. God bless the police. God bless ICE. What's that? But yes, sir.
If you continue to be an agitator, I'm gonna detain you and put you in the back of the car.
Right. So you're gonna detain me, but
yes.
ICE, but they don't want to detain illegals.
Yes.
And this is, and I just want to confirm this.
No.
I'm
not confirming nothing for you.
Yes, I think you should.
Go.
So they can block traffic. They can block the sidewalk,
come with me.
And they can use police.
Yes, come with me.
This is the lawlessness of America, guys.
All right,
so the people that want to destroy our country, the people that want to destroy our country, the people that hate the police are using the police, to have me removed over here. Well, will you tell that guy to get on the sidewalk that supports Hamas? Can you tell him to get on the sidewalk? You will. Okay, good. So these guys, this is America, guys. This is the beautiful United States of America where we have 8 cops here. What's that? Oh, this sidewalk. Okay, gotcha. Hey, I appreciate you. God bless the police.
Right here.
I pray a special blessing on the police. I pray against those guys and the people that want to destroy this country. Okay? God bless you. We support the rule of law. God bless America. God bless everyone.
All right, guys. Look this video up. I'm going to put a link in the description. It's a 15-minute video, so obviously I'm not going to take up all the time. Great video. Awesome. Right on there in the war zone. He did. Yeah. Lunatics. Yeah. Anyway, these people are crazy. I don't think I had the link to the video yet, but I will because it's awesome. I didn't watch the whole thing either. I actually, Adele sent it to me yesterday, and originally I downloaded the video, but I said, I looked it up, found it on X, and I was like, oh, yeah, and I don't have to download it, which is awesome because it's 15 minutes long. Takes forever. But, yeah, check it out. Awesome. Love that shit. Now I have something else. I saw this. This is a walkaway video. It's about 5 minutes long, so bear with it. I'll stay here and watch it with you. But common sense. Just saying.
So by now you've probably heard about the Trump administration supporting illegal aliens with no criminal records. And at Walkaway, we all have different opinions on immigration, who should be deported, who shouldn't. But there's one thing, at least, that we can all agree on, which is that the truth is paramount. And that legacy media often spins the truth in order to suit their narrative. So a lot of times when you hear legacy media talk about Trump deporting people with no criminal record, it will be framed as if we were the victims of some type of bait and switch. Trump promised to go after the worst of the worst, but now look what he's doing. He's going after mothers and children and hardworking fathers. The reality of the situation is that the Trump administration is still targeting the worst of the worst, targeting public safety threats. But they've been clear since day one that if you are here illegally, you are subject to deportation. In fact, here's Tom Homan saying that the day after inauguration, that everyone's on the table for deportation if they're here illegally.
But let me be clear. It's not only public safety threats that will be arrested.
And he goes on to say that they are targeting public safety threats, but it is ICE's job, if you're here illegally, to arrest and process you for deportation. On top of that, sanctuary cities actually cause more collateral arrests, more arrests of illegals who have no criminal convictions. And here's how that happens. Sanctuary cities refuse to cooperate with ICE. So when they have someone in custody who's here legally and has been picked up on an offense, instead of calling up ICE and saying, hey, we've got this person in detention, we're going to release him at this date and time, why don't you send a couple agents to come pick him up? They don't do that. Instead, they release the public safety threat back into the community, which is unsafe for everyone. But ICE isn't just going to forget about that suspect. ICE is aware of these illegals. Last year, ICE reported that there were at least 435,000 illegal aliens with criminal convictions who were roaming the country. And that's at least. They're aware that these people exist. They know who these people are. And they're not going to forget about them just because sanctuary cities refuse to cooperate. So now, instead of sending 1 or 2 agents to the detention center to pick up the suspect, they have to send in groups of agents to the sanctuary city, to the community, in order to find the suspect or suspects. And in the process of looking for those individuals, they're going to come across a lot more individuals who are here illegally but don't have criminal convictions. But again, it's their job to arrest and process them for deportation. It is not their job to look the other way and pretend that they don't see it.
Okay. totally off subject, but not really. I went to prison for almost 10 years. You know, I'm ex-gang member, obviously a convict, and conservative ex-convict. But I'm going to try to play it, not the devil's advocate, because that's probably the wrong term for it. I was arrested for a double murder and double attempted murder. That if the other two would have died, it would have been 4. It was a gang-related double murder that happened in 1994. Gang violence was heavy between 93 and 94 between the gang I was involved in and the Latin Kings. And I wasn't there, but I knew what happened after the fact. I knew something was going to happen that night. Didn't know what. After it happened, I found out because I had a position to know. I asked questions. And I know who was involved. It wasn't 11 of us. There were 3 people that were involved and 2 firearms. But the state arrested 11 of us, saying that there were 11 guns, even though evidence pointed to only 2 shell casings that they found at the scene of the crime. But what I'm trying to get to is, which nothing has to do with the other, but I get it. Cops are doing their job. They're doing their job. You know, they were trying to investigate a double homicide, double attempted murder, and they arrest anyone, pretty much anyone that was around. And the 11 people they arrested were always together. We were always together. So I get it. They did convict one person who was actually involved, but he came back on appeal and beat it. There's a lot of bullshit that happened in my case. You could write a movie about this thing. So much faux so many lies, so much shit. But I'm not mad at the police for doing what they did. I'm not. I get it now. If I was in their shoes, I would probably do the same. As shitty as it sounds. Now, as far as ICE, why would they not do their job? I mean, if, you know, I'm me, an ex-convict, that's like saying a gang is going to go to a location to kill one person. totally dramatic there. And there are 2 other people there. You think that gang member is going to worry about the other? He's going to let the other, he's going to kill one person. No, he's probably going to do all 3 of them. I'm just saying, whatever. Totally off the subject, totally fucked up in the head kind of way to think. But I'm just saying, I agree. As Caroline Leavitt, as Stephen Miller, and many conservatives with common sense say, they're here illegally. That's a crime. Google it. Even Google left-leaning bullshit will admit it. It's a federal crime. F them. Get them out. If they're there with the violent criminal, get them out. Less to worry about later. Sorry.
So because sanctuary cities refuse to cooperate, they end up with more ICE agents in their communities. When ICE showed up on June 6th in Los Angeles, they were here to bust a garment warehouse that was actually a money laundering operation, and they arrested multiple individuals who are public safety threats. And you can see that on DHS.gov. They were not here to bust the mom and the dad and the children. On top of that, everything that you hear the media talk about when it comes to Donald Trump, that is something that Obama did for 8 years, and mostly no one cared. Here's Time magazine reporting that 2/3 of the people that Obama deported had no criminal records. In fact, Obama went so far as to reverse a Bush-era policy. If you were picked up on a nonviolent offense and you were here illegally, Bush just had you deported. He didn't charge you. In 90% of the cases where someone is here illegally and committed a nonviolent offense like a traffic violation, Obama decided that they were not only going to deport you, but also charge you. And that results in you being unable to enter the country for 5 years. Okay, here's the ACLU reporting that 65% of the people that Obama deported in a single...
You know what the best part about this video is? Receipts, baby. Bring the receipts.
Had no criminal convictions. In fact, the ACLU reported on a lot that Obama did that sounds kind of familiar to the reporting that we're hearing now. Here's the ACLU saying that Obama relied heavily on things called reinstatements and expedited removal. Expedited removal was signed into law by Bill Clinton, and it allows for the speedy removal of people without them seeing an immigration judge. So instead of going before a judge and pleading your case, you actually get deported by an immigration official. You don't even have a lawyer. Okay, that's something that Bill Clinton signed into law and Obama used heavily. Here's the ACLU reporting that in a single year, 70% of the people that Obama deported were deported under expedited removal or reinstatements of old orders. Here's Pew Research saying that in a single year, 83% of the people that Obama deported did not get a hearing in front of a judge. Here's the ACLU saying that Obama was denying asylum seekers the right to plead their case in front of an immigration judge in a federal court. And here's the ACLU even saying that Obama was having children represent themselves in immigration court. I'm not saying that any of this is good or bad. I'm simply saying that it happened and the media mostly ignored it because it was Obama. But here we have Trump in office and everything he does is awful and evil. And so the media is ignoring nothing and in fact even spinning it to suit their narrative. They are programming you for selective outrage. You can think whatever you want about immigration, who we should go after, who should be allowed to stay, how we should handle this, but you at least should know the truth and that you are being manipulated.
If you've watched my videos and have been watching me for a while, this is the type of video that I call boom! Right in your face, liberals. Facts! You can't argue with that shit. Can't argue with facts. Facts don't have opinions. Did I say it right? Facts, people. Common sense. Holy shit. Research. It's out there. What the liberal media, man, they're just piece of shit scum, as Trump said. They're scum. The shit that they come up with. Democrats are scum too. Anyone that's liberal. Shit. Ugh, I can't stand these people. Yeah, poopy crap. I don't know what I'm doing. Just messing around here. Anyway, it is what it is, as I always say. Guys, thanks for watching. I went on a rant earlier about my past. I'm sorry about that. It pisses me off when people, just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They just talk shit. It drives me nuts. Now you got this person talking about that they're in Florida. We're incinerating illegal aliens. That is just crazy. Somebody please cover that. I want to hear more. Hopefully Tim Pool or somebody that's a lot smarter than me. Because genius, I am not. Common sense, yo tengo. It is what it is. Yeah, two genders. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoy your Independence Day holiday, July 4th. Woohoo! Yeah. You know, it is what it is, two genders. And I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be here Saturday. Maybe I'll put a short out. I don't know. Depends on what's going on. I'm sure we'll find out later about this bill. See if it passes or goes to the president to sign. I hope it does for reasons. I know there's bullshit in it. I know there's some stuff we don't agree with, some poison pills, whatever they call them. But we'll see what happens. There's other stuff that I honestly believe there's more good that outweighs the bad. So it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? We need to pass this. Hopefully it does. And anyone that's not down, gotta go. So again, love you guys. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. Couldn't be more perfect. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Hope you enjoyed me trying to entertain you. Yeah, is it tú? Fake Puerto Rican here. My Spanish sucks. Anyway, before I go, before I say adieu, say la vie, la vie. Byrna. They don't pay me. I don't have one. Wish I did. But stay safe, everyone. Stay vigilant. And if you don't have a firearm or can't own a firearm like me, because I lost my Second Amendment rights because of my past, or if you can own a firearm but do not want to take that lethal route or make that decision to take someone's life, there is an alternative. It's by Byrna. As I said, they do not pay me. Byrna, I'm waiting. Send me one! Anyway, gotta ask it out right. You know what I'm saying? Links will be in the description. I'll try to see if I can find that X link or to that video by Real America Voice, whatever that is, because it's a 15-minute video. You got to watch the whole thing. I haven't even watched the whole thing. I'm going to watch it later. But just a little bit that I showed is amazing. Anyway, ICE, baby. I represent. You already know. I wish I could be one. I go to Walmart and arrest all of them. Just saying. Wally World, they're there. I'm telling you. Anyway, Byrna, check it out. They got a new launcher. Came out a couple months ago called CL, the Byrna CL. It's a compact launcher. Do not shoot the pepper spray in the house. Do it outside. But still, you can add a red dot, flashlight, and they come in orange or black. I like the black one, but I might get shot if I ever carry that around. So orange one, I guess. If you guys ever send me one. Hint, hint. Just saying. Anyway, peace out, everyone. Enjoy your holiday. I got to set up because I always forget. Byrna CL. Love you guys. Yeah, later. Crazy.
You asked for compact. You demanded power. Byrna is delivering both. Forged over 4 relentless years of research, testing, and total reinvention. Designed to disappear when holstered and dominate when drawn. It hits like a sledgehammer, but carries like a sidearm. We rethought everything, even the ammo. The Byrna CL is our most concealable launcher ever. Sleek, slim, silent, until it isn't. 6.81 inches long and 2 smartphones thick. It's 38% smaller than the Byrna SD and 44% smaller than the Byrna LE. The CL fires at 400 feet per second, the equivalent of 273 miles per hour, delivering 41.9 joules per square inch. Hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the CL is engineered with over 80% of its components sourced from within the USA. Byrna didn't just shrink the platform, we've reimagined the entire less lethal category. This is the Byrna Compact Launcher. We had to think small, so you could hit big.